Transparency post. I didn't want to speak on this, but the questions and assumptions have become overwhelming. So here's my truth. Yes, I'm going through a divorce. No, I won't share details while it's in litigation. And yes, I chose for my child's father not to be at my delivery. The decision came after months of emotional pain, hope for words, and complete absence during most vulnerable seasons of my life. For the last 5 months, I've done everything alone, every appointment, every milestone, every challenge. Moments that should have been shared were lost because he chose not to show up. One of the most shocking moments was being told at 8.5 months pregnant to change our daughter's name. The name we agreed on at 10 weeks because it was too close to you and your girlfriend's name. The same woman I later learned he had been lying about while still living together, etc. This isn't for sympathy or I told you so's. I've taken accountability privately and want to publicly apologize to Miss Nikki Baby for the pain I've caused. I'm grateful we were able to talk, get clarity, and create space for healing and positive future for our kids. Thank you to her and her family for supporting me during this pregnancy. Your grace means more than you know. But I won't protect someone who never protected me. Someone who disrespected me, lied on me, and pushed a one-sided narrative to avoid accountability. Continue to inflict pain and build broken homes. I haven't shared the worst of what I experienced out of respect for him as a father, a respect I never received in return. So, no, I wasn't going to allow a 5-minute delivery room photo out for the internet. Parenthood begins during pregnancy, and even the smallest effort would have mattered. But it never came. I'm not bitter. I'm exhausted. I carried a child that belongs to both of us, yet I've carried this entire journey alone. Thank you to everyone who checked on me, prayed for me, or simply offered love. I know I've been quiet, but sometimes when you're in the middle of the storm, you truly don't know what to say. Your support has not gone unnoticed. I'm embracing this new chapter. I've learned, I'm healing, and I've stood on all 10 through the good, bad, and ugly. Starting over isn't easy, but I'm stepping into this season stronger than ever. Swerving the corner. He told y'all. Matter of fact, I don't even think he playing his song when he read that. I really think he went back to Afro Man.
They broke up over money. Oh yeah, that's too bad. I don't care.
Man. What the great Maya Angelou say, which she didn't live by, but she said, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Because how you gonna say, oh, shout out to her family. Didn't you say her family was racist?
I'm not even gonna address this, but I'm tired of people playing victim on the internet. One, people move on, things change. Yes, it may not be updated or addressed to the internet because it's not for y'all. People have private lives. We have real lives out here. You don't know what's going on. So everybody coming for me and trying to slut shame me and woman shame me, and I'm so sick of that narrative. Like, y'all so quick to blame the woman. Y'all don't know what's going on. People love to play victim for the internet. Half the time, that lady don't even have her kids. Let's be clear. There is no abandonment over here. Number two, the lady and her family are racist. I don't care what anybody says. She always got the N-word in her mouth. You are not black at all. No, surprise. Stop posting about me. Stop trying to throw shade. Like, just leave me alone. You claim you happy. You wanted to meet me.
But y'all all of a sudden cool. She put this caption up, and I thought it was crazy. Caption with a video. Roll it. Right. Because at that time, man, this was going on right here.
There's the mother. There she goes. Happy birthday, princess. Oh my goodness. And the most beautiful, the baddest. Birthday girl. Aww. Happy birthday, princess.
I'm probably gonna get some flack for this one. If you don't allow me to see my child, I'm not gonna see my child. You said this, and this is what really boggles the F out of my mind. He wasn't there in the beginning. I know, I know, I know what y'all thinking. You said, Nash, if a person shows you who they are, believe them. You called Maya Angelou. You said she didn't really live by it. Nah, but I'm not here to slander her because we all fall short. Like, it just is what it is. But shall I go crazy on this one? Score. Yeah, I will. When y'all date people with money who have bum ass behavior, when y'all get pregnant by dudes who have bum ass behavior, you can expect a bum ass baby daddy. Y'all was married is insane to me. The fact that he committed himself to you with a ring while he only had a baby mama, shout it, you did something. You did something. I know. Put them glasses on that. Shut up. Shut up. Shut put the Ray Bans up. Shout it. You did something. You did. I know you had to. Because if the man felt good enough to marry you and do all of this shit, I gotta wonder, what did you do? There's something that I've been thinking about doing. Y'all let me know, bro. Y'all really let me know because I will invest into this. I've been thinking about being a reincarnation of Kevin Samuels as far as YouTube streaming goes. And the reason why I've been thinking about that is because of shit like this. The man committed himself to marry you. Y'all had a damn kid not out of wedlock, right? So what changed? What happened? And the reason why I say the Kevin Samuels stuff is because this. Kevin Samuels had a saying that he said, and it actually helped me as a person individually. He said, people always say what the other person done in a relationship, but they never tell you what they did. For the people who will say, oh, I did this. Okay, you talk about the positive, but what about the negative? What were you doing to make this man say, you know what? I don't want no parts of you. He was probably sounding like that damn T.I. shit when he was snatching the necklace off of Shawty.
Bounce. I don't want to see you, talk to you, kick it with you, skate with you, nothing, man.
So I am curious. I'm curious because you did something. Now, what? I don't know. But for that man to basically be kicking it with a woman that, one, he did not marry, he had a family with, and they look happy as hell. They look super happy. I mean, to the point where you thought, what? You said he was still living with her. How do you know? And how did you know? Then on top of that, you slick try to sabotage what they have going on. What you mean, Nash? Y'all didn't catch that? She said me and her been cool. We privately conversed. We talked. We had conversations and all that shit. So we're good. So if you guys are good, why would you slick that in there right there to say that he's been basically staying with her? You're trying to sabotage what it is they have. It just ain't gonna work. Why ain't it gonna work? Because Nikki accepted him for the shit he is, the shit he was, and the shit he will be. Whatever that may be. I don't know, cuz I don't got nothing negative to say, nothing positive to say. Because at the end of the day, when y'all create families and y'all realize that it's just not gonna work, the best thing you can do is go get married and start another family. Why should you get married and start another family? Well, because of a couple of things. You'll have an intermediary between your previous kid's mom. That sounds terrible. Oh shit, no. Your previous relationship. Basically your other baby mama. Let me do it that way. Your other kid's mom. Let me do it that way. That sounds way better. So you need that. Women speak women language. There's always women talk. There's always this odd sense of sisterhood and all this shit. But for us to sit here and listen to her say and spill this bullshit, I'm not buying it. Will I feel bad? Hell yeah. Because I feel bad for the child. The child loses. When a lot of these cats don't want to do what they're supposed to do. When I say cats, I mean women and men. When y'all don't do what y'all supposed to do, meaning figure it all the hell out, even if you had to do something that you damn sure know that you didn't want to do, and that's swallow your pride and ego. It wouldn't surprise me if videos or text messages or receipts start to drop before everything went crazy. And when you say, oh, he wanted to change the name up and all of this stuff because it's too close, which means he's trying to make sure his new child or next child has their own identity. That's what that is. You're trying to involve yourself into those other kids' family on the part of let's all have somewhat of the same name. When in all candor, they're going to be shared DNA. That's all they need. A relationship and is all they need. They don't need the damn name shit. So now, I got to tell you the truth, young lady. This is your fault. This is your fault. 100%. And some people say, well, nah, she ain't going to put no onus on them, no responsibility, no nothing. Nope. Hell nah. Nope. Not putting none of that shit on them. Why would you do that, Nash? You going to tell me that she can't do this and can't do that? Nope. There was a thing that I had posted, right, yesterday, and one of my favorite people commented on there, and I hate that she didn't understand what I said when I said this. The Cheyenne Bryan lady, right? She say men are worse than women. A man will try to put a baby in a woman who's successful, especially no kids and beautiful. But she goes on to say men of high resources, men of money are doing this shit. What grown ass man you know automatically saying, I want to put a baby in you so you could take damn near 15% of what I've earned that you didn't. All you had to do is sit on your back. So you know what I said? I said, knowing you can get rid of it, I said she should have said STDs. I would have believed STDs. I can agree to the dudes with no money. I know a couple of cats like that. Even those bums still over 6'4". Now, my favorite person, she read that shit and she completely missed the program. I'm not saying there ain't dudes out here trapping. But what I'm saying is cats with money, they're not trying to trap you with no damn kid. They're trying to get you to get on a program on their schedule because they know what a successful lifestyle looks like for them. But Jello, you gotta deal with this shit too. That's what your ass get, bruh. All you cats with bread, bruh, and all you can think is with your little head. You think with your little head, you only get a little bit of head. You think with your bigger head, you get big-headed and get further and bigger steps. What happened in your rap career? That shit gone. Gone. So, you better become a sports agent or something for your brothers because that's the only way you're going to get it. And I ain't going to lie. I thought we would have seen this out of the younger ball. I can't think of his name. Yeah, LaMelo, right? No, right? Whatever. Anyways, share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn on the bell to notify. Click right here to see how I just pissed off all these stupid people. All these dumb people. Click right here, click right here, click right here. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Reloaded.